On this date 5 years ago, the U.S. Supreme Court gave same-sex couples the right to marry anywhere in the United States. It was a landmark decision, and it started with a lawsuit by a couple who lived here in Knoxville. 10 News reporter Jim Matheny takes us through the case and how the last 5 years have changed the life of the attorney who won a national fight for marriage equality.
This once-in-a-lifetime experience. I can't believe how fast the time has gone by.
A lot's changed in 5 years for attorney Regina Lambert. She moved from Knoxville to Memphis, got married, and what was once unimaginable is now a normal part of everyday life.
Most LGBT people from my generation never even thought to hope for a time when you could get married.
Regina thought to hope in 2013 when she taught law at the University of Tennessee, and the Supreme Court struck down the federal act that limited marriages only between a man and a woman. That opened up a fight at the state level. She found a couple on campus with a strong case. Tonko and Sophy Jesty, who got married in 2011 when they lived in New York.
They hired them as a spousal hire at the University of Tennessee Vet School. But as soon as they moved to Tennessee, their marriage was no longer recognized.
We are currently strangers under the law, just living under the same roof.
In 2013, the couple sued Tennessee to recognize their marriage. The magnitude of the case grew with the size of their family.
A baby that was going to be coming. If something would go wrong when she was in labor, the state of Tennessee wouldn't recognize Sophy as a parent.
Her not being able to make decisions on our behalf is something that is really daunting.
In March 2014, a federal judge said Tennessee had to recognize marriages from other states, just in time for the birth of their daughter.
You know, Amelia's going to show up literally any day, and she's going to show up with 2 legally recognized parents.
We could get a birth certificate with both mothers' names on it. So it was unprecedented.
But just 8 months later, in November 2014, the U.S. Court of Appeals reversed that decision and set up a showdown in the Supreme Court. Their case was combined with lawsuits from 3 other states.
Ohio, Kentucky, Michigan, and Tennessee, they're not the states that you hear that have that are the big change makers. So I think it was really special.
You know, I'm named plaintiff. Your family name is going to go down in American history.
The Supreme Court heard those historic arguments in April 2015.
We got into this lawsuit because we wanted to stand up for our family and family like ours who are currently denied the protections of marriage.
It took a couple of months to announce the decision, but the wait ended on June 26, 2015, when the Supreme Court ruled same-sex marriage was legal in all 50 states.
And that day is a blur. So many people showed up to celebration at the Sun Sphere.
It felt amazing.
And couples showed up at courthouses and churches to exercise the rights they never had before.
Now, with the newly endowed powers of the state of Tennessee, I now pronounce you husband and husband.
I want to show you something. On my wall, do you see that rainbow banner? The celebration rally, I was walking out and somebody handed that to me.
5 years later, Sophy and Val now have 2 children and live in South Carolina.
Their family and their happiness is pretty amazing. They have a really happy family.
And for Regina Lambert Hillman, this marks 5 years of not having to imagine equality in matrimony.
When you have big changes that are based on love and caring, I think that's a pretty special thing.
In Knoxville, Jim Matheny, WBIR 10 News.
Regina Lambert Hillman says the fight for marriage equality isn't over, but the Supreme Court added another boost to that cause a couple of weeks ago. The ruling protects same-sex couples in the workplace. They can't be fired because of the person they married.